Today I want to look at the practice of adoration in front of the Blessed Sacrament. And I want to look at the what, the why, and the how. So what is adoration? Adoration is when we go in front of the Blessed Sacrament, whether it's reserved in a tabernacle, that gold box in the middle of church, or if it's reserved in the monstrance, which is that gold stand where there's glass and you can actually see the host. We go in front of Jesus, present in the Eucharist, and pray. Now, this is a practice that's gradually developed over time. We know as early as the 4th century, churches would keep the reserved Blessed Sacrament outside of the Mass in the tabernacle, usually to take it to the sick and the dying. But over the centuries, it became more prevalent, especially in monasteries and convents, to pray in front of the real presence of Christ. This really exploded in the 11th century when a French theologian, Berengarius, denied the church's teaching on the real presence of Christ in the Eucharist. As it's so often in the church, it takes a controversy, it takes a misunderstanding for the church really to talk and solidify and articulate its belief. And so from the Berengarius episode, we have this real definition of what we believe, that Christ is really present, body and blood, in the Eucharist, substantially and really present. And then from that came an explosion of Eucharistic piety, of devotion, of prayer in front of the Eucharist, whether in the tabernacle or the monstrance. So why do we do this? You know, St. Augustine actually said, Christ held himself in his hands when he gave his body to his disciples. No one partakes of this flesh before he has adored it. What's Augustine saying? He's saying that if Christ is really and truly present under the species of bread and wine, why wouldn't we adore him? Why wouldn't we worship him before taking him in to our own bodies? And that's what we do in the Eucharist. Isaac the Syrian said that the highest form of prayer is to stand silently in awe before God. And that's what we do in adoration. We go in front of him, and sometimes we simply sit or kneel or stand in silence because God is present. So how do I do it? You know, there's probably a Eucharistic Adoration chapel near you. And I encourage you to just go and be. If you're not used to making a holy hour, be patient with yourself. It's going to be difficult to be there for an hour. So just drop in for 5 minutes and just start by saying hi. Make a visit. Read scripture. Just look at him. And you'll find over time, if you make this a regular practice, you'll fall in love. And that's a little theology in 3 minutes. Hey friends, thanks for watching. If you like Theology in 3, please like, subscribe, and share. And leave your feedback in the comments because I would love to dialogue with you. There's a lot more content coming. God bless.